All right, you guys. So in this video, we will be discussing which metrics are the most important when you are running Facebook or basically Instagram ads for your law firm to generate high quality case leads that turn into cases. Now, my name is Caleb. I've been doing digital marketing for about 6 years, and I specialize in generating high quality case leads that turn into cases and overall marketing systems for law firms. All right, so I want to make this really short, really sweet. The main metrics I focus on and the main metrics you should focus on are vanity metrics. They are cost per click, cost per result, and results. Okay. Now let's go to the definition of cost per click. All right. Cost per click is the average cost for each click on your ad. Your goal is going to be lead. The first step someone has to take, well, one of the first steps someone has to take when becoming a lead is clicking on your actual ad, right? If you have no results, right? And cost per click is what you use before you have any results. If you have no results, you would be using cost per click to determine, all right, which of these ads are people gravitating to, right? And whichever ad gets the lowest cost per click will most likely be the ad that will get you the most amount of clicks or most amount of leads, or the first lead in this case. Okay, now let's move on. We're not going to talk about optimizing. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about what the metrics are. Next metric is going to be the cost per result. Cost per result is the king, right? You want to be getting the lowest cost per lead as possible. That's how you determine whether and if your ads are performing well or not. Okay. If I am sitting right here and I have to make a decision between these three on which ones to cut off, cost per lead wise, 77, 58, 62. Like I said, the lower the better, right? I would cut off the 77 just because it's costing me about $20 more and $10 more, about $10 more here, to get a lead versus this one. Okay. So that's basically that, right? Then the main thing is going to be results. How many results am I getting? A lot of the times, the ad set that most of the times has the cost per result, the best cost per result, lowest cost per result, and the most amount of results is usually going to be a winning asset. Ad set, excuse me. You don't want to necessarily use a cost per result to claim exactly what the winning ad set is going to be. All right. So wrapping things up, cost per click. I mean, CTR, frequency, reach, all those things come into play like after you've been running ads for a while. But to recap, cost per click, cost per result, and results are going to be the main metrics you want to be studying when you first start running your own ads. Now, keep in mind, all of this information is coming from someone who has actually done this, who's actually spent a lot of money. I'll just show you one of the ad account that I'm in right now. Um, spent about 16 grand, generated about 253 leads. That's about $64 per qualified lead. Now I'll just jump into real quick what I qualify as a lead. We do extreme amount of filtering. Calling out who we want in our ads. We tell Facebook we only want you to target X amount of people or X types of people when it comes to geographic targeting along with their interests. So all of these leads are high quality leads, right? And if we're talking about if this cost per lead is good, let's ask Google. Okay. The cost per lead for a law firm can vary greatly depending on the practice, area, location, marketing strategy. However, a rough estimate for a qualified lead in personal injury law can range from $700 to about $1,500 according to XYZ, XYZ. Other practice areas like divorce or criminal defense might have lower costs, potentially around $20 to $40. All right. So if we're talking about social media ads, $20 to $100 cost per lead, with LinkedIn potentially being higher for corporate law. That's where my range is. Okay. Now, if any of this sounds like gibberish to you, or you're trying to run your own ads, but you don't know how to read your cost per click, you don't know how to read your cost per result, you don't know how to tandem your cost per result and the amount of results you have to determine what a winning ad set, a winning ad, or a winning campaign is, shoot me a message. And I can guide you on it. We will get on a call. We will see what problems you're having right now. We will see where you're looking to get to. We will see what marketing strategies would be best for you, with the goal at the end of the day to build you a marketing system that brings you high quality cases and leads on the daily to make you feel a lot more secure, a lot more confident of the fact that you will have new cases for your firm, for your attorneys, anybody in your firm, honestly, at the end of the day, just to keep your firm rolling, right? Because if you don't have leads, if you don't have clients, if you don't have cases, you cannot keep a firm rolling, all right? But it's been Caleb, and I'm out of here.